We thank Special Envoy Martin Griffiths for his maiden briefing. We congratulate him on his appointment and express our support to him as he embarks on his heavy responsibilities of facilitating a diplomatic solution for the Yemeni crisis. We are encouraged to note that he has already started engaging with the parties and building the necessary cooperative relationships that would be imperative to reinvigorate the political process. Listening to the views of the Yemenis themselves is indeed absolutely important. We recognize that the crisis in Yemen requires a high sense of urgency, but we also believe that support, understanding, and patience from all parties, including this Council, is needed so that the new envoy would formulate a comprehensive way forward that could be effective in ending the conflict. This, the Special Envoy also emphasized in his briefing, and we look forward to the new framework for negotiation, which he plans to present in the coming 2 months. We also thank USG Mark Lowcock for his briefing, and we reiterate our appreciation to the UN and its humanitarian partners for their continued selfless service to provide aid under difficult conditions. As the war enters its 4th year, we remain deeply concerned about the multifaceted and complex crisis in Yemen, which continues to have devastating impact on civilians. In this regard, we appreciate the UN as well as the governments of Sweden and Switzerland for hosting a high-level pledging event in Geneva on the 3rd of April 2018. We also thank all donors for pledging to provide more than $2 billion. We hope the funds pledged would be dispersed rapidly to finance the Yemen 2018 Humanitarian Response Plan. As mentioned by the UN Secretary General and USG Lowcock during this event, in addition to finance, the success of the plan to reach out to all Yemenis in need of aid requires safe, unimpeded, and sustained humanitarian access. We still believe that the only solution to the Yemeni crisis is a peaceful and inclusive Yemeni-led political process that meets the legitimate demands and aspirations of the Yemeni people in full respect to the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the country. We also believe the concerns of countries of the region needs to be addressed. In this regard, we reiterate our support to the March 15 presidential statement and the March 28 press statement, which enabled the Council to speak with one voice, underscoring, among others, the need for all parties to return to dialogue as the only means of delivering a negotiated political settlement. We call on all parties to fully implement them and engage constructively with Special Envoy Griffiths to resume political dialogue and agree on cessation of hostilities. They should seize the appointment of the new envoy as an opportunity and demonstrate the necessary political will to work with him towards reaching a deal, which he said today is possible, and bring an end to the war. Finally, we believe the international solidarity demonstrated during the pledging event should also be repeated to find a durable political solution to end the worst humanitarian tragedy of our time. We cannot agree more with what the Special Envoy said with regard to the strategic importance of ending the crisis in Yemen, not only for the sake of Yemenis themselves, who have endured so much over the past 4 years, but also for the sake of peace and stability in the region and indeed the world. I thank you.